Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thanks for coming along. We are in the thick of January right now. So, of course, I'm going to talk about the weather because that's my favorite to do.
Yeah, that's your favorite thing to do.
So, today's forecast is chilly with a side of chili and wind.
You are silly.
Well, this will make more sense if you listen to our last, I think it was 2 episodes ago, and Ashley's like, stop talking about the weather. So instead, I figured I would talk about my house renovations. Because no, just really quickly, because if you are doing house renovations, may the Lord be with you, because it is so, I'm not good with it. I'm telling you.
I don't know who is.
Some people love it. Some people thrive. They are like, this is awesome.
That's true.
And they flip houses. They even like want to do that. I can't stand it because we have to get like a couple of bids. And then I feel bad with the person who doesn't get it. Like, for instance, this morning, we just got a bid from 2 painters, right? Our other bid came in. He was $5,325 more than the other painter.
$5,000 more?
Yes. Can you believe that? I was like, what are you, did we talk about speckles of gold in the paint? Like, what do you?
Or is that the real price and the other person's just like desperate? You know what I mean? And he's lowballing himself.
No, they both came highly recommended.
Well, I also want to touch back on what you said. Some people thrive. Some people love this. You know why they do? Because they're doing the work themselves. Nobody is thriving when your contractor's like, oh yeah, we'll be here next week. And then doot. They're not there. And so I lived for 3 months without a kitchen. And I was not thriving in the southern July heat. It was awful. Lindsay came over.
Oh, I remember that. But we're doing Ellison's nursery right now.
So let's talk about the success of the podcast and the success of Shop My.
Oh, how exciting.
That's really exciting. So what we do, and I think this is why we are being really successful in Shop My. That's Lindsay and my, it's our online store where you can find it. You go to lindsayholder.com, LINDSEY. HOLDER, lindsayholder.com. And you'll see it says shop our favorites or something like that. Anyways, I think the reason why we're doing so well with that is because we actually use the products and we test them out. So if there's something that we get and we don't love it, we're not going to put it out there because we really, appreciate people believing in us and trusting us. And we take that very seriously. And that's another way that you can, because it's just Lindsay and I doing this. We work really hard because, we love it and we want to legitimately share it with people. And so that's one way that you can support us is by shopping on our site because we get a small commission. And that is what helps fund our podcast because that costs money and it helps fund our website. It helps fund, the writing that we do and the videos that we do. So
I just wanted, for those who don't know, I own a spa. And so I'm like more of also the business side of it. So I like to talk just a smidge of business. I wonder if people think that, it doesn't. So with the podcast, it does cost money. We have to pay for a podcast editor. We also have a virtual assistant that we have to pay for. And there's all these expenses that come with it. For example, in order to put the podcast out there, we use Riverside, which is a platform. Hey, if you want to be an affiliate for that, we got a code and you can do that. But see, just that alone costs money. And then the video editing for the videos inside, and then our platform for our membership, that costs money. So all these little things add up. So that's what pays for all of that. So we're really excited. So thank you so much. We are officially trendsetter. According to Shop My Shelf, it means that this highly selective tier means you are a proven product promoter with a significant following that frequently purchases your recommendations, representing under 5% of the creators on the platform. That was really cool. I just thought that was cool.
That's really cool. And we take it seriously. And we just want you to know that if that product's in our store, we're using it. So
The second thing that we were, and then we'll start bragging on ourselves and we'll get to you. Okay.
oh my gosh, I know. We're like, and by the way, guess what else we're doing really good at?
Yeah. Well, I think every now and then you can pat yourself on the back just for a second. Then you got to move on. Okay. You don't stay there, but just enjoy it for a moment. This is just our moment. Our podcast is ranking a lot higher even than 2 weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. So we were 99 and the last time I checked, we were 73 and it's even going down even more. It's weird. It's either
and you want it to go down if you want it, because our goal is to be number one. And y'all,
you want it to go up or down. It's always get confused with that.
We want to go down because you want to be number one. So we went down, which is awesome. Down is good. We went, like Lindsay said, we went from, I don't know what it is, to 73. It was 99. Is that what it was?
Yeah. And of course they fluctuate each week, and this is in the States we're talking about.
Just to give you an idea of why we're so thankful and really excited is because we started at like 459. I mean, real
off the charts, literally.
They were like, you can't even get ranked because you're so low. And we've been doing this for 2 years. And so we're
like, hello.
I know. So it's so exciting. So to you that's listening right now, thank you and welcome to the show. So today we are going to talk about how you can take care of your neck, your turkey leg, your waddle.
Turkey leg?
That's what's called a turkey leg?
Turkey neck.
Turkey. Oh my goodness. Turkey neck.
I was like, whoa, that's a whole nother.
You're like, I don't know what kind of neck stuff you've got going on.
Yeah. Get it together, Ashley.
Waddle,
this podcast is for
waddle.
you.
Anyways, let's talk about your neck, Lindsay.
Well, basically with aging, we're losing the same skin on our face and our body. So Yahoo, I mean, it's everywhere, it's collagen, elasticity. That's where you get that dreaded waddle or turkey neck. We don't have the support we used to from connective tissues and muscles. So that is why it's taking a toll. You can't have surgery, of course, but that surgery sounds so scary to me. I'm not saying I won't ever do it, but I don't know, just not right now. So I'm all about like, what other options can I do right now for me in my life?
I think that's where you and I were really on the same page. I'm scared of surgery too. Like I'm just scared to go under. I'm scared. I'm
scared I will look different. And I have no judgment towards others who do that.
No,
and
none at all.
Actually, I feel like, wow, you're pretty brave and confident. Like you're a brave person. I'm scared to death of like needles and especially the going under part. I'm just really nervous about that. So for me personally, I'm like, what else can I do awake that can help my skin?
Right. That's not too painful.
Yeah, not too painful. It's funny. I'm such a wuss. I am an esthetician and you think, oh, you're an esthetician. You're going to try all this stuff. I'm like, ooh, how bad does that hurt?
Oh, let me just say, Lindsay loves to do it on me though. She's like, oh, calm down and,
come here. Suck it up.
What's that thing that you zap off the cherry angiomas?
I'm going to do a podcast on that. It's called the Skin Chic and it takes off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need to come back in and get some zap, but y'all, this is where the sister part comes in. Lindsay loves to be like, zap, getting some aggression out.
Yeah. Now it feels like a little bee stinging, but man, you watch the area disappear before your eyes. So mine is called Skin Chic. There's multiple things out there, but the one I use is called Skin Chic. And I can take capillaries off, cherry angiomas, seborrheic keratosis, just instantly, skin tags. And
I was about to say, one of our community members, Kim, asked about capillaries around the nose.
Okay, so my answer to that, Kim, and thank you for being a member, by the way. We so appreciate you. And it's kind of cool to have an esthetician be able to answer your question without, having to go see somebody. It's just right here. And if you want to become a member, we'd love to see you. We are building our app as we speak, but right now we have another community platform. Just go into lindsayholder.com. My answer for you is, for me, it seems like there's a lot of things that promise reduction of capillaries. However, if you do want to get those done quickly, I do recommend you find an esthetician and she will use something like the Skin Chic that is focused high frequency and it'll take it off pretty instantly. There's a little downtime, not too much. Takes your body to heal about 7 to 10 days. It feels like little, I would say, ant bites. Is that what you think, Ashley? Ant bites or bees stinging? And Ashley, what have you had done? You've had
And by the way, I was just something, you know how you get that gut feeling? I'm like this, is it Kim? Because I love Kim, but we're talking about Sharon. Sharon asked that question. So thank you, Kim, for being a member. And thank you, Sharon, for being a member. And this is Sharon's question.
Okay, well, Ashley's a community manager, so that's on you.
I love people. No, you know what? Here's the thing. I love people and I love talking to people and I love like seeing where people find us and, ooh, what do you do? And this and that. And I love to listen to their questions. So Sharon's the one that was asking about the broken capillaries. And I was like, that's a really good question. So
it's a great question.
And I have not gotten, and I've noticed I have small broken capillaries around the edge of my nose. So I think this would be great for me to test this out and let everybody know on the podcast. I need to come in, Lindsay, and get that done.
So let's hold all this for another podcast called
Capillaries.
How to Get Rid of Your Capillaries, or let's do that. And I'll
not neck 101.
No, let's go back to neck 101.
Okay.
But I have that in a pending one. I think that would be great. So I will tell you all about it for capillaries. Back to the neck. I guess we have so many places on our body that we have to take care of. We get
it's just sad,
kind of like excited and sidetracked. Anyway, there's things that you can do. Thermage, dermafillers, Botox, cool sculpting, Kybella, etc. I personally, so there's different things. I'm not putting those things down. For me, I'm thinking about more of going the cold laser route and microneedling. Now, I do the home derma rolling microneedling, so I'm going to keep up with that. Every year, I usually have my eye on a couple of really cool on the up with technology, cutting edge technology that I can do at home. So this past year, as we know, because I've talked about it before 1,000 times, I had invested in some more LED technology, light therapy is what I'm talking about. And I invested this year in the droplet. Very happy with the droplet. I'm going to do a podcast with that. Very, very happy with that. It is expensive. The monthly subscription is expensive. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But I feel like it is, it is working. Like I'm like, wow, when you can look in the mirror and go, wow, I am seeing a difference. I'm happy to pay this because I'm literally seeing a difference versus going, is it working? I don't know.
I concur because I sat across Lindsay from the Christmas table right across from her. And you know me, I'm her sister and we do skin together. So I am critiquing her face and her.
God, now we just look each other up and down every time we see each other.
Oh, we just stare at each other and we're like this. You need to work on this and this. Ooh, your skin looks good here, but we can get in. Anyways, so I looked at Lindsay. I go, your skin looks fantastic. Like Lindsay's skin looks good already because she does a lot of things. It's work. It's like, when you see somebody that has a great body, it's because they work at it. Well, Lindsay works at her skin. So her skin looks great, but it is extra. It's just a 10 plus right now.
I'm doing the hydrofiller subscription. That's the one I'm doing. And I do the home derma roller with the collagen, the hydrofiller, and then I put my OneSkin on. Man, that's a good mix. And to have a even just Mac Daddy skincare routine, I need to do like the ultimate one. Add your LED and light in there. Thinking, good gosh, this is some serious stuff. So the one that I have my eye on this year is the Lima. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Lyma. Maybe it's Lima. Lima cold laser.
Okay, I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, definitely on my wish list this year. And I thought, ooh, man, if you can combine that Lima cold laser with an LED treatment, that would be amazing. If you guys are listening from Lima, I would love to try that out.
Me too, Lima. I'm right here to the right.
Helps with elasticity, texture, tone, wrinkles. If you go on their site, I don't know what it is.
I was about to say, so is this an at-home tool?
Yeah. It's pretty pricey though. If I tell you the price, you're going to flip.
Okay, tell me the price.
They do need to work on the price. Okay. So let me look that up real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you the price. So Lima cold laser. Okay. It's like over $2,000. Yeah. It's like 20. Yeah, it's a lot. So it looks like it's $26.95 with the starter kit. However, what if, I'm just saying, they gave us a code and they had a, something for Christmas or 4th of July or something like that. So maybe we can get it down to $2,200.
And then we share it. So you need to find your bestie to share it with.
Let me ask you this question though. What if it could completely fix your area? If you go onto their website, they have the best before and after images of cold lasers because it can penetrate past the muscles and the fat. And I think that we should do a cold laser podcast.
I love that idea because, I was telling you before how I went to my normal annual visit and my doctor got a laser treatment. And so I told Lindsay, I said, she got a laser treatment because she's trying to
hot laser treatment.
Laser treatment because she's trying to get rid of her sunspots and tighten everything up because she's got, a wedding to go to. And Lindsay was like, I'd rather do a cold laser. And I was like, oh, nobody ever talks about cold lasers.
Yeah. I really have looked into that. It's just so good. We all know that cold is great for your skin, reducing inflammation and treating things. Right now, we're going to start. So if you got this would be a good time to start it now to get ready for the summer. Because, it takes that long for your body to heal and everything. So if you have stretch marks or you have crepey skin, elasticity issues, you need to firm things up, get it tightened, help with wrinkles. This is when you want to start doing all this stuff. So I currently all over, and this goes to your neck too, use the home derma roller, use the LED, all of that. Another thing I've noticed, I know we're talking about the neck area, but I feel like this goes alongside of it. We're getting those bulges on the back of our neck because we're looking at our phone. I've seen a lot of exercises online. So if you have a Q neck, but then you have this large bulge popping in the back, we got to take care of that too. So just be careful while you're looking at your phone and stuff. You got to look up, but you can look up the exercises for that. There's even this pillow that's really cool that you can use, but I just wanted to let you know that area just kind of goes together, I think.
Gotcha. I agree.
You can have this hot, sexy neck and you got this big bulge going on. That's not going to fly.
You got to move it to the back. Move that retinol to the back.
So ways at home that you can take care of your skin are, first, start with the skin supplement like OneSkin. They have a topical skin treatment that reaches your skin on a molecular level. So we're going to talk about things that are, you got to go deep. You can also use this as a moisturizer as well. I personally have the face one from OneSkin, but I have the body skin supplement from OneSkin too, and I put that all over.
I love that because on the body, I notice it on my knees, my ankles, my hands, and on the inside of my elbows.
Yes. And it's in a larger...
And on the chest area, the décolletage.
It's in a larger pump, so it's easy to use. So right after I get out of the shower...
Oh, I know. I used it yesterday.
Oh, you did, huh?
Lindsay, this was so cute, y'all. My mom was washing Lindsay's dishes because we had an event called Christmas. And so we all went to Lindsay's house. Lindsay got out her nice china. So Mom and I washed the dishes. Mom made the mistake. She asked Lindsay's husband, Jeff, my hands are just chapped. Can I have something for my hands? And I go, ooh, wrong person to ask, Mother. I said, I know where the good stuff is. So I ran upstairs to Lindsay's bathroom. I was heading for the OneSkin, all that stuff. Lindsay, with her pregnant self, came right up behind me. And I said, Lindsay, I don't need you. And Lizzie's like, I'm coming up here. I don't want you getting into all my good stuff.
Oh, you would smother your body all over with that and you'd have 5, 6 pumps. I am very particular with that. I don't use a lot. I know what my measurements are.
Oh, you are can I have
This is not a vino. This is OneSkin. There's a difference.
Yes. And I pump it like it's a vino. I'm like, woohoo.
No, ma'am. Well, I do like this one. I like it so much that I have it on actually a subscription. So I have both the body and the face. My skin bill's starting to rack up because I have that in the droplet. But it's either that or
No, I like the one skin too. I especially love using it after I microneedle because I know it's getting in really deep.
yeah. I figure
So I use mine carefully. Like when I wake up in the morning, I go to yoga and I don't put the one skin on before I go to yoga class. I literally get like 2 rounds and wipe my eyes off with water and that's it.
Yeah.
And then when I get back, that's when I use my layering of my serums and creams and all that stuff.
Yeah. And I also have, it just came in the mail actually. I use a home microneedle derma roller and I have that one on subscription too. Just my top thing I have on subscription because I don't have to think about it. It's just like, okay, it's time to use it. And I really think.
And that's something that you do want to get on a subscription because you don't want to be using an old microneedle roller. Like that is not the time to go cheap.
No, I think of everything, definitely get that on subscriptions because that's needles in your skin, 100%. So the second thing is I do use the droplet device and I will do a podcast on that because it does a micro infusion for all the ingredients. That's pretty cool. By micro infusion, what I mean, it penetrates your skin deeper. So theirs goes 20% over normal skincare. It has a connected skincare technology for your skincare session tracking, which is cool too. It takes about 2 minutes a night. And that's where I've noticed between those combinations, just everything here, just such a big difference. So it doesn't say to pull it down to your neck, but I definitely pull it down to my neck.
I have not tried that yet. Lindsay is coming over after this podcast to my house for a pizza party and gingerbread house making. I would like for it to also be a droplet party where we can get some of that on Ashley's neck.
I feel like this is not the day to do that and that you can come over here and I'm not bringing it over there because I'll never see that expensive little device again. My answer is going to be,
You got that right.
No.
The elves will take it or something.
Or it'll be until next time.
There you go. It will totally be until next time.
So anyway, try that out. I do love it. I'm in the process of connecting with them and getting a code for you guys. So that will be awesome. So hopefully I'll have a Lima code and we get to try that device soon.
I want a Lima code and I want a droplet code.
Yeah. And I use my own codes. I use my codes for OneSkin.
That's what I'm saying. I use our codes too. So,
and the reason why I say that is it's not free because I don't want people to think, oh, we're getting all this free stuff. No, I'm paying for the subscriptions myself. I'm paying for all of those. I do.
No, we're paying for this. And then because we have a podcast, they give us a code. What'd you say?
I said I use our own code.
Yeah, they give us a code. So like, for example, if you go to a site, they'll have like, oh, become a new member and get 10% off, where they will give us a code that's higher than 10% for our community.
And then you can use it all over and over. So go to lindsayholder.com and join as a community member and you'll see all our discounts codes for there. Another thing you can easily do, and I do want you to do this, is exfoliate that area. You don't want like lizard thick, rough skin there. So if you want a cleanser version, you can use a gentle enzyme in your cleanser. I have one that I like. If you want one that you keep on your neck, you can use just a plain enzyme. And I like that too. They're just nice. You can leave on. It's not like a scrub that you're scrubbing everywhere, and it just breaks it down for you and you can pull that off. I love to add a nice mask after the enzyme. It just really freshens everything up. You can tell how hydrated it looks and you've got all the dead skin cell off. If you want to do a stronger route, I recommend that you use a retinol or even tretinoin. Tretinoin would be, now that one's prescription, excuse me. That one's prescription.
I was like, subscription. Whoa.
Subscription. Actually, nowadays you don't even have to go to a dermatologist. You can just get it online and it's, talk to a rep. And I forgot what the name of the company is, but there's several out there.
I tested it out to make sure it was legit. It was Nurex.
Oh, you got one, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't order from them. I went through all the steps as a customer, like filled out every single thing to test it out because I have a dermatologist because I go for a yearly mole check, which I think is very important for everybody to do. So I didn't have to, but I was thinking for the listeners out there that don't have a dermatologist, could they really get the Retin-A from an app? And yes, you can. And that one, it was very easy to do. It was simple.
So that is another way to really have a stronger exfoliant. I should, word it that way. You can also get a retinol from the droplet device and bring it down to your neck. That will give you that microinfusion. So either way, 100% use an LED light on your neck. 100%. Oh my gosh. I love the Soluma as it does curves to the skin, but Current Body also has a very simple and easy neck attachment. And I bought that this year. So that was my yearly, or excuse me, not this year, I bought it at the very end of last year and I'm using it this year. So that is my technology purchase for the year along with the droplet. It's very easy to use. And I like that I put my face and my neck and chest. It goes on the neck and chest attachment at the same time and just knock it out all together. Takes 10 minutes. I do it about 3 times a week. Makes a big, big difference. I think that everybody should be doing LED. It helps with your collagen elasticity. It gets deep to your mitochondria. I will give you a tip on the nights that you do your retinol. I want you to skip the LED. LEDs are light sensitive. We just did an episode about LED light therapy inside the community, the pre-beauty community that you can get to at lindsayholder.com. I have an LED video on how to use your LED properly and all the do's and don'ts for that. So look into that. This one's kind of fun. I kind of broke this up to, if you have an event, pictures, occasions, what can you do to have like a snatched neck? Just for that. This is what I think.
It's just a temporary look, but sometimes you need that. Hey, I need a fix.
So I would like to try Deepology jawline sculpting mask. They have, those masks that you just put, they kind of go over your ears and they pull everything up. And I think the neck and the jaw need to kind of go together. If you want to lift everything up before it vents, that would definitely tighten up that jaw area, which will also make your neck, I think, look more tight. Microcurrent, for me, I think that microcurrent sculpting really does it right then, like the day of your event. Like when I put it on clients and on myself, it just tightens up everything. So you can tighten up that neck, smooth everything out for your pictures. It really makes a difference for the day of.
And your jawline too. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. And you can get your cheeks, do the whole cheeks, do everything, but bring it down to the neck for sure. There is a product called Spencer Barnes Sculpting One. It tightens and firms, I think, the day of as well. Now, I think it has a little bit of a sting, a little bit of a bite, so beware of that. And you just put that on, put it all over your neck. It kind of fills in those and fine lines that you have on your neck, just tightens everything up. Go ahead and put that on your jawline as well. That's another tip. That one is in my shop, my faves. Use a silicone patch to boost the hydration. Now with that, I recommend you could definitely do that the day of for sure, but I want you to do that probably a week up to your event or pictures, just because it takes, if you're not at your maintenance point, you're going to need to put that on every single day for that week to fill in those fine lines. Now, how it does for your neck, or anyway, the silicone patches, basically it starves your skin of hydration and it pulls it from beneath your skin. That's what it is. It pulls that hydration up to your skin. A lot of people don't know that. They're like, oh, how is this doing? Your hyaluronic acid. It pulls your hyaluronic acid from deep layers of your skin up, and that's what fills it in. So that's why it's a maintenance thing. It's ongoing. And I usually do that the day of events too, because I'll do that on my forehead, my neck, everywhere. It makes such a difference.
You're going to be doing that for your baby shower.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do it, but see,
you're going to come in there. Going to look good.
Yeah, but I do all this. I have my system, so I have my silicone patches in my maintenance. Like I'm on maintenance mode.
Yes.
I mean, you saw my Instagram reel the other day. I look like the 10 woman.
I love that one though. That was awesome.
If you go to my Instagram, Lindsay R. Holder, I put the patchology on my hands, feet, and I'll usually have I do it all. I'll have my LED, the silicone patches. I'm ready to go. Of course, use sunscreen in your everyday skincare as well. I love a great sunscreen serum because it's just so light. It doesn't feel like a sunscreen's going on. That's usually my go-to. Ashley, you love those too, like the serum.
Oh, dude, I'm putting the sunscreen on my neck right now.
Do you just have a bottle beside your microphone? Because every time we talk...
Yes, I do.
Every time we talk, you're putting on sunscreen.
I know. That's so true.
I think because you plan it and you're about to her dog's name Waggles, and I think you're about to take out Mr. Waggles right after.
That's right. So I'm like, and y'all, whenever you do your sunscreen, you need to apply it 15 minutes before you go out into the sun. And so I'm like, oh, I'm getting ready for my next activity. Yeah, I do. I have a bottle of sunscreen right beside my computer.
That is so funny. Yeah, she literally is putting it. Rub it in.
I do. And I'll put it, y'all, make sure when you do your sunscreen, you put it above your lips. Like a lot of people miss that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And of course, your neck, hands, décolleté. For events, add a little jojoba oil or a nice oil after you've done all this. It just brightens up your neck. It looks super hydrated. It gives you that glow. I like to do that. It's just really nice for sure.
That glazed look that we all love.
Now, I have a few other ways that are not mentioned here inside our skincare community. I'm an esthetician, so you are getting esthetician results and instructions and videos led by me at lindsayholder.com. And Ashley is over the the Skin School. She has a Neck Care 101 Skin School post, and she goes into the science and the breakdown of why your neck's doing that, how much collagen you're using a year, what can you do about it, stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Because a lot of the times I like to think about something whenever I'm doing something new or learning about something, whether it's hey, maybe I want to switch up my eating habits, or maybe I want to find a new exercise or a new skin regime, or something's going on. And I find that it's helpful for you if you know why it's happening. So then instead of you just like doing, oh, okay, I know I got to slap on this collagen, you can understand, wait a minute. Why am I putting this on? Because this is what's happening. This is why. And so if you know why, you're going to be more apt to do what it needs, right?
Same thing when you find out with eating, you're like, okay, this supplement does this, or this food does this.
Yes. So I make myself eat hemp hearts because it's got vitamin B in it to help my restless leg syndrome. Oh, and this has nothing to do with neck care, but this just popped into my brain. And if any of y'all out there has restless leg syndrome, which is just horrendous, I found a new remedy, which I just started this week, and I'm so excited. It's called Skull Cap Loose Tea. Okay. My favorite tea company is Mountain Rose Herbs. There is an organic tea company. You can find all different kinds of teas there. I'm a coffee and tea person. Anyways, it's called Skull Cap, SKULLCAP. It is, so what I've been doing is I've been taking a teaspoon, and it's loose leaf tea. And so I steep it at night before I go to bed. And so it's supposed to help with the restless leg syndrome. So how
does it taste?
Tastes like grass.
Oh.
Tastes like grass. It is not yummy, but because I know that this could help me, I'm drinking my grass and I'm watching a good, show. And it also helps because at night, especially right now in the wintertime, I'm cold. So I like to have, like, whether you're reading a book or doing something, it's just fun to have something warm in your hands.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I like that. And I've used the magnesium by 8 Sheep Organic, that magnesium lotion. That really helps too on my legs. It's like a chalky feel, but it is good. Well, just to reemphasize that we have more tips inside our skincare community, head to lindsayholder.com. We cannot wait to see you in there. And boy, this year, I just looked at all of our podcasts coming up, and you guys are going to love it. There's so many good podcasts coming up. I am so excited. So Ashley.
Well, because we only talk about things that we're excited about. Isn't that funny? And that's one thing that I love about our show is that we get to decide, oh, I really want to learn about this. This is so fun.
I know. So anyway, we cannot wait to see you next week too. Well, I am currently in my PJs and I have to be at Ashley's house. It's 12 o'clock. So I have 20 minutes to get dressed, get over there and spend time with the family.
You need to get over here for some pizza and some gingerbread house making.
Yeah, that's always fun to do in January. So everybody, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And don't forget to do all your neck hair along with your skincare on your face too. And we will see you next week. So until next time.